I'm Rick Reyes with ADCS Institute, and you're trying to figure out what to do about getting the RADT. This is an updated version of this video for 2026. I'm going to show you everything that you need to do in order to take the 10-hour orientation course. It covers confidentiality, boundaries, and ethics, and also how and where to apply for your RADT. This is the site that you're going to go to take the 10-hour course. They have it distributed over hours. So you see they have part 1, 2, 3, all the way up to 10. And you can see also that it's not in order. So you're going to have to make sure when you go through that you're clicking them in order and you're covering it. So I would just start off at the part 1. There'll be a button here that says to pay for the course. It'll add it to your cart. It's $50 for the class. So you're just going to create your account, pay your fee, and then you're going to have access to that 10-hour course. So some of the feedback I've gotten from other students that have taken this 10-hour course is that you have to make sure you watch the videos all the way through. You can't just start and stop them. And then when you take the test, you have to pass it in order, of course, to be able to pass. That's a no-brainer, right? That's a given. But you only get, I believe, 2, maybe it's 3 attempts. I think it's 3, but I don't want you to hold me to the fire with this. So I'm just going to say 2. And it's important for you to know that if you don't pass it, you're not getting a refund. It's a digital course. It's delivered to you. You didn't pass it. It is what it is. Pay for it again until you get it done. Make sure you are focused when you take this course, because it's important that you get it done so you can go out and start looking for work and or keep the employment opportunity that you currently have available. So that's the first thing that you need to do. When you get your certificate here, some people get confused and they think that the certificate number at the bottom is their RADT number. No, just because you completed this course does not mean that you have your RADT. And they confuse that number with their RADT number. All that is the number of the certificate that was issued to you. You have to take this certificate and you have to do something with it. Step 2. And that's what we're going to go to now. Now that you have your certificate of completion, it's time for you to apply for your application. You do that in Certemy. All Certemy is a platform that CCAPP uses to process their applications. That's all that it is. And so you're going to scroll down on the page and you're going to click ready to begin your RADT training, your initial application. You're going to go to Certemy, and now you're going to create your account. So your name, make sure you put your full legal name, first, last. Use an email that you're going to have access to forever, okay? And then the same thing, do not forget your password, because this account that you're creating right now, you need to think about the long term. 5 years from now, 10 years from now, when you're a CADAC 2 or 3, or you're a LADAC and you are needing to renew your certification, you're going to need to use this same information. And if you lose it, it's hard to get access again to create your account. So just keep it simple. Make sure you know your information, put it in there, and then you're going to go through and fill out your application. The rest of it is self-explanatory. When you go into Certemy, you're going to see your RADT application. You're going to see it on the left-hand side of the screen. You're going to go through, you're going to click the buttons it tells you to click. You're going to fill out the information that you need to fill out, and you're going to upload your certificate of completion for the 10-hour course into that section that they ask you to verify your education. Here's another important piece. For some of you that are not yet working in treatment, you're going to see a section that'll ask for your supervisor information. If you're not working yet, you're not going to have that. So what you're going to need to do is take a Google Doc or a Word document, and you're just going to type up in there a brief statement. I, such and such, am currently unemployed. However, I'm attempting to obtain my RADT in order to obtain gainful employment in the recovery profession, something along those lines. Keep it nice and simple. And then you're going to upload that document to that section so that way they can know, because they understand that you're not going to be able to work for a treatment center unless you have your RADT. That's going to let you get through the application successfully and have everything that you need. So now that you have your application completed, congratulations. You are going to have your RADT probably in about 30 days or so. So if you are planning on having your number within 24 hours, sorry to be the bearer of bad news. Calling them and asking them to expedite it for you it's not going to really do you any good except for frustrate you. So if you don't receive an email from them within about 4 weeks, then I would say call and see if you can get some assistance with that. But just patience. Once you get it, you'll have your number. I would definitely recommend for you to start looking for employment at this time, because by the time you get your interview and you knock it out and you get that job, then you should already have your number. If the employer asks you if you have your RADT, you can let them know that your application is already being processed. All you're doing is waiting on the number. Now, here's one thing that you want to remember before we close is now that you have your RADT, you have to maintain it. So there's a new registration requirement as of January 1st, 2026, that requires all new registrants to complete 80 hours of education that covers these topics and core competencies from a CCAPP approved school. So this is what you need to be aware of. The last thing you want to do, and I see this happen all the time, is people will get registered, they'll get a job, they'll act like they didn't know that they had to renew their registration, and then within 6 months, their job is telling them, hey, you're lapsed, or you're going to be lapsing soon. If you don't complete this, you're going to lose your job. So we'll get calls from RADTs and say, hey, Rick, I need to complete my registration for my renewal. I got like 2 weeks to be able to get it done. It's impossible. So it's important that you lay out the steps. Just like when somebody goes into treatment, you want them to have a treatment plan that they can follow to help them accomplish their goal. This is where you start putting one together for yourself in regards to your career. So what I would do if I were you is start looking into enrolling into school now. So if you're not enrolled in school yet, I would recommend you can go to the CCAPP website and look at all of their approved schools. And of course, I would love to be able to have the opportunity to have you as a student here at ADCS Institute. We can help you make sure that you have that education completed within 3 months to be able to meet those requirements and still have enough time to be able to process your application. And for those of you that are really ready to get started, you can enroll in the full program and have all of your education completed in as quickly as 6 months. But the last thing you want to do is just procrastinate, because it will cost you in the end. Hope this video was helpful. Make sure you check for the links down below to take you over to the 10-hour course and to the application, and check out some of our other videos on how to renew your RADT once you get it.